Hello and welcome to my F1 24 driver career mode here today for part 39 for the Canadian Grand Prix, where we have a wet qualifying for the Grand Prix. We come into qualifying now and we're literally all over the road trying to find some sort of grip as we go down the back straight to personal best sectors. This is our first lap, so it's going to be into the final chicane. Try and keep it out the wall of champions. We nearly got the back end, but if we come up to the line, we're going to cross it, and that is only good enough then for P9.
Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
And then our DRS broke as we went for another lap, which would be an issue in the dry, but it's wet, so it's not too bad. And on that lap, we found a second as we come up to the line now. And we cross it and we go up to P8, but the rain is stopping and we've gone purple in the first two sectors, but we may have gone a bit too early here because these cars around us as Leclerc does a lovely job of getting in the way on and out lap. And of course, conditions like this, last one over the line, the DRS has fixed itself as well. We managed to fix that whilst we were in the garage. As now we come through the final chicane up to the line. It's going to be provisional and pole position, but we're going to have to go for it again, try and find a bit more time because everyone else now is improving big time, and we've dropped all the way down to P7, P8 now as we get overtaken by Leclerc. We've lost it, we've spun round, we've taken it. Lando out of qualifying as well. It's been a dramatic end to qualifying, and we are going to start the race, P18.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Albon, Russell, Ricciardo, Perez, Ocon, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Stroll, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Joe, Sargent, Leclerc, Brown, Norris, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Right then, the formation lap is underway here in Montreal, a circuit where the cars take a physical battering and the pit and paddock facilities are cramped. But the atmosphere, as always, is great, and the race ahead has the potential to be a good one. So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right and which teams have got it horribly wrong?
So it's going to be a long race ahead of us. Our teammates on pole, we're all the way down to P18, and it's lights out and away we go. We're racing in Canada, and we've got a pretty shocker at the start there. To the inside goes Lando. We're going to have a little look to the inside. There goes the Sauber. We're trying to go round the outside here. Can we go round the outside? We've dropped the back end. We haven't actually gained anything. We've gone backwards on this opening lap. We're in stone dead last. We're going to go back down the inside there off the Sauber for the Bottas and get the job done on him. And now as we head through the king towards the next chicane, we're just going to lunge it down the inside. We've got the Haas. We're side by side as we try and re-overtake Lando round the outside. We're all over the place trying to find some grip, but we're just ahead of them. The car and we're squeezing to the inside, and we're going to get past him again. And now as we head down towards the hairpin, we are a long way back, but that's not going to stop us going for the lunge. Down the inside of Leclerc, down the inside of the other Haas. We've gained another 2 places there. Good recovery start to the race. Lap 2, we're going for it again, down the inside of the other Haas, down the inside of the RB of Yuki Tsunoda. Next up the road is the RB of Lance Stroll. course, we've taken his seat as we go for it again down the inside of Sir Lancelot. That's a bit personal for him as we have taken his seat, but Red Bull picking him up, interestingly, during the winter break. It's now, he's coming back at us, it's Lance Stroll to the inside, round the outside, we bend him off. Next at the road is Gasly. As now this is Ocon, got Ocon's slowing down, there's contact there, with I think the McLaren of Piastri, as those in front are starting to pull away, but it looks like it's game over for Esteban Ocon, as he's pulling off to retire from the Grand Prix. Very brief race for him, just 4 laps into it. As now we're coming under pressure from Lance Stroll, who got his first win here back in season 1, and now he's overtaken us, and that's a good result at his home Grand Prix. This is just a battle for P11 though, no points on the table just yet, as Sainz is just up the road. If we try and get past him, we've got the pace, we've got the car to get Lance Stroll and get up the road, but we just haven't got the speed today, it seems. I think maybe we had damage with the McLaren of Fernando on that opening lap, because since then we've struggled so much. We've gained those places early on as Stroll got us and pulled away, and now Tsunoda's got us as well. Unless we can get him back down the inside into turn 1, that may be game over. There's just nothing in these early stages of the Grand Prix after the opening couple of laps, and everyone's overtaking us and pulling away very dramatically here. Through as well goes Magnussen on lap 8, as now we try and re-overtake him, but Magnussen's got us. We're still quite close here to have a go down into turn 1. Can we do it? No, we're too far back. On the back of us now is the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, who like us got caught out. I think really we held him up on his lap. It's now we've made a bad exit, and Leclerc's just gone past us down the inside. We hold it round the outside and keep him behind for now. We're really having to get the elbows out here in this race. We're just missing something today, as Alonso is leading. Now here comes Leclerc once again to the outside, as he got us here round the outside. We give him the elbow, force him wide, and he has to back out. But look at the Haas of Magnussen. Haas have the worst car on the grid this year, along with the Saubers, and he's pulling away from us. As now the Sauber of Joe goes wheel to wheel with Lando, and Lando gets the job done on the Sauber. As now Leclerc's coming at us once again to the outside. There's a little pack of 3 here. The Sauber's coming off Joe, going round the outside and gets both of them there, I think. That's a great move. Leclerc though is just all over the back of us. This time he's got us. I think that's game over with Leclerc. Maybe we have some flaw, or maybe we have some front wing damage, but the car hasn't felt the same since that opening lap when we made contact with Lando, and literally we were losing seconds a lap to those in front. You can see Leclerc disappeared, as we're into the pits now for our one and only stop of the day. Try and get a bit of clear air hopefully in this race and not being held up, but it's very, very slow on the rear left. That's not going to do us any good whatsoever. It's a 5-second stop, despite the fact that we purple timed it. It's an absolute shocker here for us. And now, how have we got the pace to get the hammer down, pull out a gap to those behind and get away, as this is Piastri now. He's got some damage. Now he comes into the pits and just beats out Leclerc there, as the Haas coming out as well, as they're trundling down the pit lane. Where are they compared to us? There we are going into turn 1, and we're being beaten up by Leclerc. We're going to be side by side with this Haas of Magnussen. Can we get the traction to the inside? Yes we can. We're ahead of the Haas. Have we got the pace now to get after Leclerc and Piastri, a wounded Piastri, after contact with Ocon when he retired in the opening couple of laps, but we got the job done on Leclerc once again. We finally managed to get him back. Boxing that one lap earlier has kind of brought us slightly back into play. Now can we get past Piastri and get down the road? If he is struggling with that car down the inside, Piastri, they make nearly a big contact with Leclerc, but Piastri has dropped miles back there. As now we've got past Leclerc as he re-overtakes us. It weren't very long. Leclerc's disappeared. You can see the gap he pulls out as Tsunoda engine has gone bang. His day is over. I'm sure the crowd had a bit of a heart attack when they saw the RB, thought it was Stroll, but it is Tsunoda and he is out as we're now fighting the Haas of Magnussen. That's one thing I really didn't think we would be doing today in this race, apart from getting past on the opening lap. As we drop the rear, as we come under pressure from Bottas in the Haas, we have to go over the escape road, and now we're under pressure from Piastri, who gets past us like we're not even there. But we're going to go back down the inside of Piastri. There's contact with Piastri. Have we maybe got a puncture, or have we got away with that? Piastri's front wing now, he's missing both end plates, and he is boxing now for a new front wing. Piastri's day could not have got any worse, as really gone aggressive there on Bottas, as we're literally fighting for the wooden spoon. We've re-overtaken Magnussen, and we've somehow keep the Sauber behind there as they're going wheel to wheel now. The Haas trying to go down the inside of Magnussen. Can Bottas hold it round the outside? Can Joe hold it round the outside? Is now they're going to be drag racing up to the line, and Joe has the straight line speed unless Magnussen can pull it back, and now he is to the inside at the final chicane, but Joe holds it round the outside and keeps the Haas behind for now. Lap 31 now, as we're still fighting Joe. We keep him behind very aggressively into the final chicane, but now Joe's going to have a better run on us as he goes to the outside. Can he get the job done? We're going to give him the elbow, force him wide. Is Magnussen now going to have a look? No. He's been really backed off there though, has Joe. And it's been an absolute shocker race for us, as Joe is going to come back at us. Once again, we're 3 wide now going down into the final chicane. Joe's come out on top in that. Magnussen's followed him through. We've had to back out to avoid contact. Now can we get the Haas back? We're a little bit too far back to have a go down the inside at turn 1. It's now both of them are pulled away. Yes, a Sauber and a Haas have pulled away from us. You would have seen Piastri had caught us as well. So we've got a penalty as well. But I thought, let's just try and go for the fastest lap. What have we got to lose? We might as well. But you can see there, our teammates coming through. So is the Ferrari. We're not even going to have a chance to go for the fastest lap. That is very embarrassing on our part. This is now on the last lap. This is Hamilton going for his first win for Ferrari, and Alonso round the outside. Can he get the job done? Last time out in Monaco, the race was decided on the final lap, but we couldn't get the job done. But can Fernando Alonso? He can. Fernando Alonso beats his old teammate into that corner. Hamilton sees his first win as Ferrari driver slip through his fingers on the final lap. He's been so quick round Canada as well, unless he can find a way back past on this final lap. Alonso's been biding his time after starting on pole and losing out in the stops. Hamilton, can he have a go down into the hairpin? No, he's too far back. Now he's got one more opportunity to reclaim the lead and his first win of the career mode and for Ferrari. But it looks like that our Aston Martin of Alonso has got the straight line speed, and Alonso's done it. Alonso's going to round the final corner to win the Canadian Grand Prix, and Hamilton's nearly beaten on the line, and we're going to come home for stone dead last.
What a drive! What a performance! Fernando Alonso takes victory!
And it's one thing to win, but to win like that in total dominant style, that was a fantastic drive, and it is not one that we see very often.
The Aston Martin team will be very happy with today's performance and the final result. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork, and a well-deserved first-place finish.
Well done, Fernando Alonso. Great win for him, winning it on the final lap, passing the Ferrari of Lewis Hamilton. Albon getting the final place on the podium. Max P4, and it is P5 for George Russell. But pretty much copy and paste of what happened last time out in Monaco, when we were hunting the Ferrari of Leclerc for the win on the final lap there. Both teammates, Alonso and Hamilton, have done the exact same thing this weekend, but this time Alonso came up out on top. Our first win as a team as well this season. Our race though, P18 from P18, it was looking promising in the opening couple of laps, and then our pace just dropped off a cliff. Don't know what happened, and then there was two retirements in Tsunoda and Ocon. So in terms of the Drivers' World Championship then, Alonso gains on Verstappen. The gap now 31 points, and we're 52 points back from Max. You can see from the opening races exactly where those 52 points are, because it is 2 race wins, and it's essentially this weekend and the very first race of the season back in Bahrain. 26 points for both of them. There's your 52 point gap, but we're only 2 points in front of Lando and 4 points in front of Leclerc, and we're only just ahead of Albon as well. Can we win the title? I think so. We're going to have a lot of things go our way. Down at the back, there's still a lot of drivers still at score this season, and it is Logan Sargent in his Haas, who is bottom of the pile. In terms of the constructors then, and we've taken the lead, the gap now of 5 points, our lead to Red Bull, but they did this last season. They had a mid-season wobble and they came out on top last season. We're gonna have to make sure that that doesn't happen. And then there's still 3 teams yet to score in RB, Haas and Sauber. But that's been your Canadian Grand Prix weekend. Absolute shocking weekend for us. Let's move on from this weekend. Let's forget it ever happened. Next time we go to Silverstone, I'll see you then. Goodbye.